Howdy, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 from the Crafter SMP. It's been a few weeks. I apologize for that. I have been in a 3-week build-a-thon. I've been building a lot of redstone contraptions, and that's what I want to show you today. I know I did that in episode 2, but I've built so many that I could spend way too long doing little time lapses, and that would just take a long time. So instead of watching me build it, I want you to go and watch the people who actually design these. So I'm going to put in the description all of the links to every single farm that is not my own, and I will let you know which ones. So let's get started. First up on our tour today is the sheep farm. This is Ian XO4's design. It uses the redstone burnout technique. There are actually 4 different pens with 6 sheep in each pen. With the exception of light blue, mistakes were made. I lost 1 sheep. But what happens is the sheep get sheared. The redstone goes off. It sends a pulse of 8 to the dispensers, which then shear the sheep. The wool goes flying up top into this water flow. The water flow then takes it to this drop chute down into the collection room, which I will show you shortly. So this, again, the Ian XO4 sheep farm. I was hoping it would go off while we're over here. Maybe if I talk long enough it'll go off. No. Alright, well, let's swing around. So over here I was fooling around with some horses. Yes, horses. It's the first time I've actually bred horses. I was trying to get the fastest running and biggest jumping, and I've come close. Let's see, I've got 487. I think that's my highest jumper. And my fastest is 14. Where are you? 1422. So he's my fast, and I think he's actually maximum according to the stats. Yeah, 14.2 is the fastest. But I'm still trying to get that highest jumper. I'm pretty close to that. So I was messing around with the horses there. So we'll see what comes of that. Let's go back to the sheep. Any sheep being shorn? No. Oh, there we go. Yes. See the wool going up, going down. Excellent. So over here is my bamboo and sugarcane farm. This is, I want to say my own build, but it's pretty common. Everyone has done it. It's very easy to do. It's just simply set up a row of pistons, put the sugarcane and the bamboo in front of it, run some redstone lines behind it, observer up top. Now some people run lots of observers, but I'm trying to not have them go off constantly. But in hindsight, I wish I'd put them all back to back with bamboo, because bamboo grows faster, so it'll actually set these off faster, so I won't have as much sugar cane hanging out. As you can see in the back there, we have a lot of too high sugar cane. But there you go. It's not a big deal. They go off quite a bit and quite frequently. I have a good collection of sugar cane. So up next is this is the Ian XO4 tree farm. As you can see, I was doing a little twisted wood. I can never remember the name of it. Let's look in here. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of wood collecting. Warp stem. How it works is it uses TNT duping. The tree gets grown. I stand up here. I have a bone meal that constantly comes out, fills me up when I'm empty, and I just constantly spam. You put the mushroom in one hand, in your offhand, and you put the bone meal in your other hand, and you just sit there and hold down the button, and you just keep growing trees, and the TNT comes down, blows it all up, collects it in this nice little bins here. I mean, got a lot of wood, and I have a lot more to collect. I've used a few pieces of wood. That will be for next episode. I won't show you that today. It's next episode's. But I won't run this because it'll be a bit laggy probably on the video here. But let's move on. Over here, so yes, again, the Ian XO4 tree farm. Link in the description. It's really good. Over here, this is a moss slash bone meal farm created by a YouTube user by the name of They6. It's very efficient. It produces a lot of bone meal. Uh, it's actually a bone meal farm, but I wanted to have some moss for myself, so I moved the first two bins to actually hang onto the moss. So I have a good collection of moss, which I've actually put in the shop, so I have moss selling in there, but that's if anyone wants it. I may actually have to put two more back down in the end because I have noticed if I run it for a while, they will start to back up on the end here. It's an unfortunate, but I wanted some moss. And I almost forgot one more farm to show you. It's a bit of a noisy farm. I apologize, we're not going over to the slime farm just yet, but let's come down here. I've fancied up this area from last you saw it. Over here is I actually created an auto sorter just for the all mob farm you saw in episode 2. I've also back here is our wool collection all through an auto sorter. It swings around these little tubes. I believe I showed this in episode 2. I can't remember if I showed this sheep farm, so if the sheep farm is a repeat, I apologize. It's a really good sheep farm. And then back here is my sugarcane and bamboo collection. I've got quite a bit of sugarcane. Bamboo, I needed the wood for something, so I used all the bamboo. I had all 15 of these double chests filled, and I used all of them. Oh, let's see. There goes. Yeah, there goes. Awesome. Anyways, so the last thing down here is one more farm. I'm still not sold on the entrance here, but over here is my sniffer farm. I tried to create the little sniffer face. I still think it looks like a bee, but let's go inside. You can hear them all milling about. There are a lot of them in there, and I'm just going to pop out of my body here so I can show you. There are 24 sniffers inside. I went with a little color scheme that looked just like sniffer. Red bottom, green top. I thought it was pretty cool. And then out here, the yellow head, what that was supposed to mean, was supposed to look like at least. I tried my best, and this is a bit of my own design. This is, I couldn't, yeah. My water system for the flowers, I ran into it, but that's okay. It didn't block the sniffers. So this design is pretty basic. I mean, you just have a rail system collecting all the pitcher pods and seeds going back and forth. It's nothing special. But these guys have been very productive, let's just say that. I mean, they've already filled some up there, but I have a lot of seeds and a lot of pitcher pods. All right, well, that is the sniffer farm there. Not much has changed down there. That's still the iron farm and the flower collection room. But yeah, sniffer face, or does it look like a bee? Let me know. But now, let me take you over to the slime farm, this time for real. I'll see you there. Welcome back, everybody. Here I am in my little swamp island, which eventually I'm going to build a flower farm over here so I can collect some blue orchids, but there's my nether portal. But let's swing around here and take a look. We've got our slime farm here. This is actually the Il Mango design. Alright, so let's take a run over here. Again, this is the Il Mango design. I can hear some slimes in there already. Let me jump out of body here and you can see how it works. So inside here we've got the whole brown mushroom creating a small little light level, which will grow some mushrooms. We'll grow some slimes. We'll get some slimes in here. Apparently there's a way to do this, but right now I've heard that if you're not on top of it, you might get better rates, but I'm not sure about that. I haven't tested it. So right now I just have my AFK spot right up there. Let's go take a look. I'll show you what it looks like in a moment. Alright, so now I'm actually up in the AFK spot and I'm doing a little free cam down inside the actual building now, and you can see we do have some spawns. I don't know what time of the month it is. Of course, even in the the swamp biomes with these swamp farms. You do get better rates during certain times of the month in Minecraft. I believe, what is it? New moon gets you the best rates when there's no moon. But right now, it looks like we do have some slimes coming in. So the collection cart goes around, picks up all the slimes. There's an unloader over here. So it unloads all the slimes. And yeah, that is the slime farm. It is fairly efficient. I get a good amount of slime. I'm sure there might be better slime farms out there, but the Ilmango one works for what I need and gives me enough to give the server some slime. I do sell slime in my shop as well. It's color. I like it. All right, so now what I want to do while taking a look at the slime is give you a little break from my tour of all the what I've been doing the past 3 weeks of building, and I want to do a little meetup I had with Kavuli and Wisp. I believe this was the first time I ever met up with them, and well, let's say we did something. Why don't you go take a look, and when we come back, I'll show you some things I've done in the Nether. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
I'm
What's
sorry.
going on here? Why are we crouching down?
I'm sorry.
Is
I'm
this a
sorry to
secret?
me.
It's a secret. A
Oh,
super secret.
Remember the time I asked if you did bulk orders, and then immediately after I said pass?
yeah. That's. I was like, okay. I was say, all right then.
I'm,
Pass.
I sincerely apologize. Um, because okay, me and Kill Wooly made an oath not to say the D word.
The D word, diorite.
No, no, no,
No,
no,
not
no.
quite. Not quite.
The stuff in the stuff in these things.
Oh God, no! You want bulk on that? I was hoping you
Yeah.
were saying bulk on this. I was like moss. Yeah, I can get you lots of moss. Yeah. That I can do.
No, 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 no. You're not picking up what I'm putting down. What is this? What is this?
Moss over here. This stuff here is
No,
great
no,
for
no,
bulk order. I can do bulk
no,
orders
no, no.
of
What is?
of moss.
He does have a good point. We could buy lots and
But
lots of moss.
but what is this? What am I holding?
Um, blue poop.
No, 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 no,
No,
no.
no.
Blue D word.
Uh, diorite.
Are you, are you, no, no. Like, okay. Pretend I had a stroke. I just
I
I
think
just D
you
You
might think
worded.
we have
just
had a stroke.
you just
I just
dreamed of dinner.
no.
There's two D words. No,
No, no,
no,
no, no, no, no, no.
no.
And it's not
After
the
after
shortening for Richard. It's not that D word.
it's like if I stab someone and then they bled to death. They just
They just uh.
Decided to go to the hospital.
Yes, yeah. There you go. They
no, no, no.
they dripped blood everywhere.
Read this. Read this. Read it.
Read it. See, it says blue diorite.
Okay, close, close. Just say the first part of that word.
Blue.
Blue D.
A little more.
Blue D.
This is the
Anyways,
strangest interaction I've ever had.
okay. Back to
All
the
right.
topic at hand.
You want some of this? Okay. How much are you wanting? Don't say all of it because then I'll have to say, good grief.
I'll just say
Because
No,
good
no, no.
grief.
you don't know how long it took me to get all these shulker boxes filled, especially the black and the gray because that uses black.
It's a good job. Black and grey is all we need.
No.
I was
No,
thinking
I'm just
more
kidding.
what's a color? Name a color.
Purple.
Purple.
You need a lot of purple. Purple I can do.
Yes.
Red and blue I can
Really?
get. Oh, yeah. If you need a lot of purple, I can do purple.
We need purple pass.
You need purple pass. How much purple pass do you need?
I'm not sure.
Like an ambiguous amount.
That's not a good number. I need a solid number here. Are we talking a shulker box? Are we talking 2, 3, 4?
Maybe like 10.
What are you doing with 10? That's a lot of purple
That's a-
dye.
No, not 10 shulker boxes. 10
10
pass.
stacks?
No, 10 pass.
10 individual pass.
You need 10 pieces.
Yeah.
That's how bulk.
Then why don't you
How
just...
much is...
You don't want to buy a stack? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, like when I meant bulk, I meant fractional.
Are you trying to say you're being cheap and don't want to buy a whole stack? Good grief. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How much is that?
2 diamonds.
What? Okay, I'll see what I have.
2 diamonds and I'll give you another 54 for free.
Oh my goodness.
Really? Sounds like a great
That's
deal.
a great deal.
Hold on
I'm
to this.
sorry.
I'll be back with 2 diamonds.
Are you that poor?
Passmans.
Are you really that poor?
I don't know why we're here.
Okay, I only wanted to bring you there so I can apologize for saying pass.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm sorry about how weird this has been.
You don't have to give me 2 diamonds for 10 pieces. You can have this 10 pieces. That's fine. I was
I
joking.
was gonna rob someone.
Oh wait, I've got 2 diamonds in my shulker chest. There you go.
No. Oh, now I have to give you the whole stack.
What if
No, it's
okay,
a
what
t-
if I
a
wanted
tip.
10 free ones 6 times?
You want individual colors, and let me know ahead of time. I can make them and bring them. I don't want to pull them out of these boxes because then the stacks are all off.
True.
There's your
Wait,
purple.
no, I had to do another apology. I had to do another apology. Another YouTube apology.
I need to get the ukulele out.
I have a guitar. Toxic.
Gossip train.
I don't know. What's going on here?
Anyways,
Definitely
we're
been
gonna
a
do a
unique
fireworks
experience.
show.
Fireworks
Do you
show.
wanna come join?
This is our cool firework display.
Yes, right. Oh, I'll join in. Whoop.
Yay.
Oh, mine
Yippee!
mine didn't explode. Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine going to a fireworks show and it's just like the shells.
Yeah, it just launches and then nothing happens. Pew!
That would be, it's like a
They
negative.
got the
Like, you
whistlers, don't they? They got the ones that go up and just whistle.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
the
it.
British thing? Yeah.
Well, they have those. Yeah, they have the. But usually there still is a pop at the end. It's like.
We have some that just go up and whistle. Britain is a boring country, I guess.
What about this firework?
Wow.
I don't know.
Oh, that one's actually.
Oh,
Are you okay?
Wow. Wait, I can't do it. There we go. Wow. Why is it so difficult to shoot myself? Oh.
oi, hey, you're breaking my shop.
Sorry.
Vandalism.
Okay, so here we are in the Nether. and we're going to take a tour of three farms that I built on the nether roof. The first one is behind me. This is the gold farm. This is just a standard gold farm built in a nether waste biome and using turtle eggs to draw the attention of and the aggro of all the pigmen. It's a very efficient farm. Right now I want to show, oops, I did it again. I want to show you there's not much in the chest. So now I'm going to climb up top there, but you won't have to watch me climb, or maybe I'll fly. But I'll come back and I'll show you how efficient it is. Alright, so here we are at the gold farm. I'm actually up at the AFK spot way up top there, but as you can see we have zombie pigmen coming in, and they are attracted to the egg that's in the middle here. We have 10 eggs, there are 10 floors. The pigmen go try and run for that, but you know, since zombie pigmen are not very smart, they just go flying down here, and all I get, I mean, this is not an XP farm, so this is just going to be a gold and rotten flesh farm. Is it the most efficient one? Yeah. No, it isn't. It's not. You can build one that you use a looting sword, you get a lot more gold apparently, stuff like that. But this is just a good AFK one. And this is a farm that was created by a YouTuber by the name of Kelp MC. I will put a link down in the description for you. I've been sitting up here for a couple minutes now. Let's go see how much we have now. Alright, so let's take a look here. Yeah, just after a couple of minutes, you can see how efficient this thing is, even without using a looting sword. So I believe I spent like about 45 minutes, and I had about 1.5 double chests full of stuff. Granted, I had a lot of rotten flesh, but I have a lot of clerics I can turn them in and get some emeralds for. But yeah, this is my gold farm. Again, Kelp MC on YouTube. Link is in the description, and let's head over to the next nether roof farm. See you there. Alright, next up on our tour of my farms on the nether roof is our froglight farm. This is actually the first time I ever built a froglight farm. I haven't really had much dealing with the frogs. I didn't play too much in 119 or 120. This is the first time into that. But froglights, they need magma cubes. So here we are in a basalt delta. The biggest problem with this farm were these little guys, these frogs. I have 10 of each type, and the reason I went with 10 is because of how many floors I have and just how many magma cubes accumulate. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in a moment, but let me just show you what I've gotten. And in all these froglights, and this was about 45-50 minutes, and I've even cleared some out because I put some in my shop. There's just so many. It's so efficient. It's actually really great. I'll be using a lot of froglights in the farm. Oh, so let me take you up to the AFK spot and show you this thing in action. See you then. Okay, so swinging down, I'm actually in the AFK spot way up top there. You can see there are lots of magma cubes, but you'll really see it right now. There are so many of them, and what happens is the big cubes and the medium cubes, they actually get killed by the powdered snow, but the little cubes, they don't get damaged. But however, frogs will eat the little cubes and plop out little frog lights. So we get lots and lots of little frog lights. And what happens is magma cubes are drawn into these iron golems. The golems will then, if they get close enough, whap them down, but most of the time they don't, except for maybe the big guys. What's nice about this is the powdered snow will actually keep the frogs from jumping. So that's less lag caused by these little frogs. So this is a design by a YouTuber by the name of Radical Elder, who based it off of a Shulkercraft magma cream farm, and he turned it into a froglight farm. It is highly efficient. I will show you what we've collected here in a moment. In just a couple of minutes, and you'll get at least a few stacks of froglights. It's so amazing. But yeah, this is the froglight farm. I will see you in a moment. Heading back down, see what we got in our chests. Alright, so we're back down at the bottom. We have the frogs finishing off the last bit of the little the little magma creams. You can see some light up there from the frog lights that are getting plopped out by the frogs. And they're having trouble keeping up. There are just so many little magma cubes. But let's take a look here. Yeah, look at this. I think these were pretty close to empty. No, those weren't. But there, you just get so many. And I've started selling these in the shop. Not too expensive. I think a very reasonable price for what I've been able to get. The biggest problem I have is that these hopper minecarts had trouble keeping up, so I actually had to add some more hoppers. It added a little bit more lag, but it allowed the hopper minecarts not to get filled up. Because what I was noticing is that I had a lot of backup. I had just frog lights just chilling, just not getting sucked up because these carts were so full. Alright, well, again, this is the frog light farm from YouTuber by the name of Radical Elder. Again, the link to that video will be in the description. We have one more farm to check out. It is the Ghast farm. I'll see you there. Alright, so last stop and last machine I'm going to show off to you today is the Ghast farm. It's a one-tier ghast farm. I'm actually probably going to expand it a bit more because there are some on the server who like to spawn the dragon. Because on our server you get an elytra every time you kill the dragon. So people have been collecting elytras that way instead of going to end cities. But I have to flick this to turn on the cart. Cart goes back and forth until some ghast spawn. Alright, I won't go up there, but ghast spawn, and they can only spawn the platform. These little roof pads, let's go up here. These little roof pads keep the ghast from leaving, and these sides will actually keep them in place as well. And then of course we have some wither roses evenly spread apart, and the wither roses kill off any of the ghast, where the torches keep anything else from spawning on it. It's fairly efficient. Drop rates are not great, but in about an hour of AFK I can usually get a stack of ghast tears, which is why I was thinking of adding on another layer or two so we can get a few more ghast tears faster. Alright, so now I'm going to take you back to the industrial area where we will wrap up this episode. I hope you enjoyed the tour so far. I will see you back in the overworld. Alright, welcome back to the overworld, everyone. I want to thank you all for joining me on this tour. I swear this will be the last time I have to do a tour episode. I don't think you like them. Maybe you do. I think you'd rather see me build something, so I'll try to build something. I mean, people have said, oh, your redstone buildings are buildings. Those are crafting things. And yes, they are. I guess they are. And again, I want to thank each and every one of the YouTube videos. Oh, look at all that wool. All the YouTube video creators who made the great tutorials that I was able to follow and build to create these amazing redstone contraptions that I showed you today. Again, that's Ilmango for the slime farm, ENX04 for his tree farm and the sheep farm, Radical Elder for the Froglight farm, They6 for the moss farm, and Kelp MC for the gold and ghast farm. If you want to build them in your own world, definitely go check them out. I will put a link to every single one of them down in the bottom of this video. And I want to thank each and every one of you for checking out this video. If you stayed the whole way through, all the way to the end, you are my champion. If you'd like to subscribe and join me on this adventure, I would appreciate that as well. We actually just had our 50th subscriber. That's amazing. I love it. The road to 100 commences. Please come and join us. Other than that, I want to wish each and every one of you the best of days, the best of the rest of your day, the best of the rest of your week, your month, your year. I will see you in episode 5. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.